back this way. Or this way. Oh, wait a minute. I might... Oh, no? Okay. There's still people with their hands over their ears. Whoa. This looks like buildings. Yeah. It's a building. There's somebody down there.
I believe no more can we harbor ourselves on the safest shores, for there are things that cannot be undone.
Oh. Push him in. Okay. That is interesting. I'm awake now.
Frank, don't panic.
Frank, don't panic. Calm down. Oh. Okay.
Was that a sheer delusion?
No. I don't think so. Journal. Having heightened my knowledge of the Kine arts, I find myself contemplating the subject of universals, whether definitions exist in the nature of things or in mere conceptions, illusionary and perhaps a sheer product of human language. Our means of receiving impressions are absurdly few, and our notions of surrounding objects indefinitely narrow. We see things only as we are constructed to see them, and can gain no idea of their absolute nature. So what lies beyond the woven limits of the flesh we've been trapped in? And is it really possible to pass beyond it, at least once? What do we know of the world and the universe around us? For the last 10 years of my rough life, I've lived with the undulating echoes of those scorching questions that have rendered me a ghost amongst the flocks. Yesternight, I finally got some answers. During the last session, Frank and I managed to get the printer to work, and even though the results are blurry, we have the first empirical proof of what we saw out there. Close notes. Huh. What did we see out there? 'Cause I'm Frank. It's a radio. You can take the flashlight, because I'm assuming I have nothing but the flashlight now. Wouldn't an oil lamp work better than a flashlight? Clocks. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Indian things. Oh, flashlight. Go.
We need to be cautious, not to let anyone else see this grand collection. It could be extremely dangerous for both of us.
Grand collection.
A medicine man mask from Northwest Africa.
Why is that an issue?
A sacrifice ritual mask from Middle Africa.
Oops. Those ones are missing.
A stuffed, subadult Nile crocodile. One of the oldest creatures still living on the face of the earth.
Subadult. Stuffed. Nile crocodile. Somebody praying to a rock. This place is a mess.
Deliberately preserved heads from Mesopotamian marshlands. Such cultivated minds kept in permanence by getting dried under the scorching sun with methods now lost to us.
Oh, and they...
As well as the sun, they were believed to be symbols of knowledge.
Okay. What about this guy? Ugh. Ouch. Ugh. 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 Okay, let's go through this door. Okay, so I can go downstairs. Okay. A ship. That's not very safe. You can start a fire that way. I mean, hello. This place is not falling apart to begin with.
Looks like a preparation for a long trip.
Yeah, well, looks like a preparation for a long trip. Okay, so that goes down more. Okay. Door's locked. Locked. Okay, that's a room.
This is exactly the same room I've been in one of my visions.
Yep. Old friend, what you've told me about the shared nature of the experience the Conarium provides made me think about necromantic means of data inquiry. I am sure you'll remember what I told you about the certain corpses never decay, but rest firm and flat in their tombs for 1,000 years. I believe with some help from a certain acquaintance, I can provide you with such specimens. This would be beneficial for both of us, I believe. Eagerly awaiting your answer, H. Warren. Okay. I can't open that. Nothing in the drawer. Fire. Whoops. What is this? Let's turn it upside down. Say, shouldn't the ashes fall out? Guess not. Can't open that. We can't open this. There's nothing in here. We can open this. Can't do anything. Can interact with the penguin. Emperor. I can take it. Oh, it's a trophy item. Okay.
According to legend, this very djembe belonged to a learned drummer from Senegal who can speak with the dead by rhythmically beating it.
Beating the dead? Or the drum?
A native drum from the Asmat people of New Guinea. Their creation myth says Phumerapits made the first carvings of men and women. By beating on this drum, Phumerapits caused the figures to dance, bringing them to life.
Okay. Item According to the legend, this buried gem belonged to a... Oh, that was...
According to legend,
Oh, shut up. That was what I was trying to get to, was this. Maps with nothing on them. A glitch in the Matrix. Okay, now I can see it. Whoops. What's a calendar? Oops, 19... October 1949. With some dates. Here we go. 1st, 6th, and the 13th marked. Okay, so you can't get to the other side of the desk. It's a nice chair. Whoops. Okay, let's go in here. Let's go in here. Somebody's, whoops, desk. Can't open that. Can't open any of that. There's a clock, some bottles. Oh, the thing on our hands. Secondary part, primary part. Mounted on a glove, interior. Huh. An egg of some sort. Can't open those. I'll come back to...
It sounded like the floor is hollow back there.
Yeah, look. There's a door. I'll come back to you.
Woodland Lizard Spirit Mask. A serpentine ritual mask from India, which is said to have hypnotic effects on the one who deeply gazes into its eyes.
Let's gaze into his eyes and be hypnotic. Whoops. We're gonna come back to the hole in the floor after I've looked at everything else in the room.
Need a phonograph cylinder.
I need a photograph cylinder. Dr. E.W. Ross, how can we comprehend exactly how much time has passed since the erection of the earliest zaggurats of Samaria? What can we know about the time-worn Sphinx still standing at the Giza Plateau? They only justify the sheer ignorance of mankind by forcibly making us admit our instantaneous vibrations in the vast cosmos are but an illusion. Oh, thunder. Today I want to inform you about something that is equally and as interesting as such edifices. That's something I presume you will have a hard time believing. I have finally acquired some information regarding the fabled cities of Rabul Kali, which are said to have been built in the undreamt age of certain wonders and rumored to have been intentionally submerged beneath the eternally shifting sands thousands of years ago. There is even more to the story, according to a reliable source. There should be depictions or information about those locations of ancient Conariums buried within those halls. Within a few weeks, you'll receive a book containing the locations of these cities and a map predating all maps known today, directly copied from the Antediluvium originals. I am sure you are excited beyond imagination and eager to discuss these findings in detail, but that will have to wait a while, since I'll be away for some time visiting the Oriental wonders of the old world. I'm sure you know what I mean. Hope to see you soon. Harley Warren. Okay, so I need, whoops.
Need a phonograph cylinder.
I need a photograph cylinder. Okay, so let's go to here.
It's stuck.
It's stuck. Which means I need something to open it with. Okay. Whoops. Let's go back out here. There's a door there. Did I look at these? No, I didn't.
Mask of an all-powerful moon goddess, esteemed by an eastern island tribe, now lost in time. It is from the private collection of the late famous hermit Klaus von Herdeth. Don't ask me how I get it. I have my ways.
Don't ask me how I get it. That actually says, don't ask how I got it. But, oh well.
Elusive mask from the submerged parts of Kerguelen Islands.
Okay. Whoops. Keep hitting the wrong button. Alien!
Cryptic mask with an untraced origin.
Okay. Whoops. I still keep hitting the wrong button. Okay, I was in there. Oh, actually, I didn't even look at what this was. Oh. It doesn't do anything. Oh, I missed something over here, didn't I? A note. As told in some banned ancient volumes, I was able to acquire. It is evident that Conarium, when properly adapted to work with the human psyche and psychology, can transcend the mind beyond the limits of time and space into a particular place where we yet to explore. If not for our own experiences, corresponding exactly with the depictions provided in Necronomicon, like I can never ever pronounce that, and some other books of forgotten lore, I would easily declare myself a madman. Conclusively, I have solid evidence printed out for me to justify the objectivity of my position. That dimension is completely devoid of light other than small glowing and morphing geometrical shapes appearing and disappearing momentarily around us. It also feels extremely cold, but I do believe these are just null sensations that our physical bodies attain from what is otherwise impossible to acquire without the Conarium. It is not for us to see this fantastic void with a pair of corporeal eyes, and possibly we are the first explorers ever to reach this ancient forbidden place. But the question now weighing heavy on my mind is whether we could ever fully understand this experience with the hindrance of our own limited sensations. Ew. Okay. How did I miss that when I was in here before? I'm glad I came in here. What the blazes is this? Okay. Did I already look at these? Yeah. Yeah, I did. I just didn't look at the weird pictures. What? What in the blazes am I playing? Okay. Okay, over here. Can I open this? Can't open this. Oh, I can just look at it.
This is called the Mask of the Beholder.
The Mask of the Beholder.
Skulls from New Guinea that are believed to be housing protective spirits.
Oh. Why did I put it back that way? Okay. Locked.
This relic is from Madagascar. I have two versions, but this one is extremely rare. It is called Hanaldi. Nobody knows exactly what it means, but from its symbolic depiction of a dark sphere inside a light one, it is thought that it could mean the underworld. I had it brought by an old captain friend who often visits that island for trading purposes.
I was like, ooh. Oh, gross. Okay, so I was trying. Oops.
Looks like a preparation for a long trip.
Yeah, that was locked. This was the downstairs, wasn't it? Yeah. Let's go downstairs. Oops. A note. Lying outside the known space-time continuum, this is a dimension in which the gate of knowledge and the key is the Conarium. As we start to shed our fleshly bindings, we start to perceive more and more. If we acquire more merely not knowing and thinking on the subject matter, windows to relative time and space open up before our non-material selves, our minds. And what's better, we've grasped that the experiences in the sessions are shared and even improved by all the attendees' physical knowledge. Even thinking about the possibilities that may bestow upon us in our quest for transcending the limits of our mortal bodies is about to make me crazy. But sometimes I wonder what has been keeping our sanity intact inside of this forbidden place. Beyond the thick walls of pitch darkness surrounding us, there is something looming, whispering in my ears in a language familiar, yet I cannot discern the contents.